started businesses before, and as far as time management and planning, I've never met someone who was on top of it as Charlie. And those are a lot of things Charlie's done, and I started thinking about who is Charlie and how does Charlie do these things. And the resounding thing that came to me first is, above all, Charlie practices what he preaches. Charlie is a follower and a disciple of Jesus Christ, and he really strives to show that in every aspect of his life and do his best in every aspect of his life and genuinely cares and remembers others. All the time he remembers small things about people. Even today, I was talking to him, he's like, hey, I have a Christmas present for you. And I'm like, man, Christmas is 10 days away. I haven't even thought about presents yet. That's just who Charlie is. He's so organized and kind, and honestly, someone I aspire to be like and look up to. So, with no further ado, give it up for Charlie Liddle.
Thank you all for coming out. Thank you to Treehouse Talks for having me. As you can see, today I'm going to talk about failure. So if you end up failing a test this week, it's on me, no worries. It's the topic of discussion. But yeah, before I go into kind of what I wanted to talk about, I did want to give you a little bit of background of my journey, how I got here, and what are some things I learned along the way. I've always kind of been an entrepreneurial guy. We lived in West Hartford, Connecticut for 8 years, and so I went to Walcott Elementary School, and I was looking for a picture of the currency that we use, because they were called wall coins, but I just found some Monopoly money instead. But basically, at elementary school, there was a system where you would do things and you'd earn money, and at the end of the month or whatever, you could go and redeem your prizes. And I could have done that, and I could have redeemed my prizes and went along, but at 10-year-old, 4th grade entrepreneur Charlie, he set up a loan shark business. So I would get money, the school money, and then lend it out to kids, expecting it back in 2 weeks with interest. And so that's when I knew I think I was maybe going to pursue business. After that, fast forward a few years, I didn't really stop. I went to Walmart or yard sales and got stuff for really cheap, particularly like candy and stuff, but also just random things, and I would flip them. And so I learned how to do that. I learned how to do sales, and they all went back to the school money. But in high school, I was working at Chick-fil-A at the time, and I think it was when I was stocking, they called it the local. It was this mini fridge, and I remember I could open it up and memorize exactly how much, chocolate milk or whatever was needed, and I'd go back and get exactly the amount. I was like, I'm pretty good at this. And that's when I realized I have some skills that are a little better than just stocking Chick-fil-A. But so that's when I started my DJ business. I always knew I wanted to do a business, but then I realized I did like interacting with people, and music was super fun. So I did that and learned a lot and had a blast. And then from doing the DJ business, I realized that I really enjoyed the business side of things. And so I started reaching out to all the business people I could, CEOs, entrepreneurs, and asking them questions. And so these are just a few of them. Mostly people I just knew from church and from around. But I learned so much in 45-minute interviews from these guys that's why I decided I needed to share it. Obviously, I did sales, and that was an awesome experience. But basically, from all these things, I learned how to get comfortable with failure and rejection. Whether it was a cold call for DJing, or asking a girl on a date and getting told no, or a solar lead, I learned how to get comfortable with rejection, and I learned the value of that. And so as I was talking to all these leaders, that's what I noticed they had in common. That as they got comfortable with failure and rejection, getting out of their comfort zone, they were able to achieve more. And so maybe you're not going to start a business, but I think these principles can still apply, and you can learn something. So these are a few of the business people that I look up to, and things that I've learned from them, and specific things that they do to get comfortable with failure and rejection. So Sarah Blakely is the founder and CEO of Spanx. Has anyone had a pair of Spanx before? Yeah? Here in the front? I haven't, but I think it's cool. Maybe a little Christmas present, for later. But something that Sarah Blakely talks about is, as a kid, they would have family dinner. And so at family dinner, I think it was about every week, her dad would ask, what did you fail at this week? And usually at, dinner conversations, you talk about other things, but they talk about what did we fail at. And so young Sarah got really comfortable with trying new things and learning from her failures. So maybe it was, I tried out for the soccer team and I didn't make it. And then her dad grab and give her a big high five. Awesome, and what did you learn from that? And so this environment allowed her to really shift her mindset and how she thought about failure, which obviously helped as she went into sales and started her expanding to a multi-billion-dollar company. Tim Ferriss, you may have heard of him. He's written several books and has one of the top business podcasts. He did something really interesting, which was he would go to different stores or Starbucks, and everyone he would talk to, he would ask for a 10% discount. And now you might think that sounds like super cheap, or like he's got a lot of money, what is he saving 10% on everything for? But the reason he did this was to get comfortable with rejection and getting comfortable with discomfort. And so he would do that everywhere, every Starbucks, every store, every restaurant he'd go to. And just to give a guess, what percentage of the people you think he asked for a discount gave him that 10% discount? Any thoughts? 20? Half? 60? It's like a bidding war, right? So yeah, he said 70% of the people he asked for that discount would go to him. And so that's kind of interesting. The point is not to say 10%, but to gain that skill. Guy Raz, he was the founder, or not founder, but the host of How I Built This podcast. And a few years ago, he was on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and they had a really interesting conversation. Jimmy likes to do, he calls it, I think, Fallon mentions, and he'll come up with random stuff. But he was asking Guy what all these entrepreneurs need in common to be successful. And what was interesting, a lot of us are members of the Church of Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints, and he said, you should think about these Latter-day Saints is a lot of them serve missions, and they get really good with failure and rejection, teaching people about Jesus for 18 months or 2 years. And so Guy Raz on national television was like, Latter-day Saints are super successful, because what happens is, as an entrepreneur, you need to pitch your idea to maybe 1,000 people, and he says, well, maybe 900 of them won't give you the light of day. And so I thought that was interesting from a non-church perspective, someone who recognized how this ability to get comfortable with resilience and failure and rejection is super useful. Now, Matt Harward, maybe you haven't heard of him, but he is a good friend of mine. He was the first person I had on my podcast, and he helped start Harward Media. I remember when I had him over to my house for this interview, he was telling me about some of his goals, and they wanted to do $1 million in one day. And I was like, what the heck? How would you do that? But they were getting ready for Black Friday. It was October when we did the interview. And sure enough, a couple months later, they did $1,400,000 in one day on Black Friday. But something Matt talks about is the differentiation between different kinds of failure, the fear of failure. So he talks about if we're scared of what's actually going to happen, or if we're just scared of doing it. So basically, like if you were scared to jump off a cliff without a parachute, that's just dumb. Or if you're scared to ask out a girl just because you're scared of what she's going to say. And so he calls this crossing the threshold. And so I found that really useful, where you can kind of do an internal inventory of, okay, all these decisions I'm making, what am I saying no to because I just don't want to, or do I say no to because that's a good thing to say no to? And so, real quick, how many people are in college right now? And how many people took finals this week? And so, you're probably familiar with the situation. Did you procrastinate a little bit? Maybe at all? It seems like every time there's something productive to do and get done, anything else is just more appealing, right? So you need to study for that political science final, and all of a sudden your roommates are making some cookies, and you're all about the cookies. I know my brother Thomas, growing up, he'd have homework to do, but all of a sudden at 10 p.m. he was down to do the dishes because, it wasn't homework. And so this kind of avoidance is what Matt will talk about. Gary Vaynerchuk, also known as Gary Vee, also has written lots of books, and he likes to say he loves losing. And so I like that vocabulary, because loving losing is kind of like taking accountability, taking ownership for what happens, but getting comfortable and learning from those failures. And so this is such a unique principle across industries and from different people that they've written books like Failing Forward, or Fail Fast and Fail Often. And so I think we can all learn from failure. And I think if you feel like you want to increase your self-confidence a little bit, and learn from doing something new or failing, try these things out. Ask for a 10% discount the next time you go to Starbucks or a store. Over the dinner table, ask what you failed at that week. Get comfortable with rejection and see how many no's you can get by asking someone out, trying something new, and going after those goals
And so I've seen this be super helpful from the top business leaders to my own